2012, the world's best young geographers are heading for Germany. The 9th International Geography Olympiad is held in Cologne, Germany's 4th largest city, which is located on both banks of the River Rhine. The Olympiad is a competition for secondary school students aged 16 to 19. This time, there are more participants than ever before. The arrival of the 124 students at the youth hostel in Cologne-Deutz is a first challenge for the local organizers. 32 national teams have registered. They come from 5 continents. For many of the students, it's their first visit to Europe, so they are excited to see new places and faces. This time, the Olympiad is held by the Department of Geography at the University of Cologne. The opening ceremony traditionally marks the beginning of the event.
Hence, this Olympiad is an event for you, the youth, and the future of our subject of geography. And one of our most important targets is to stimulate the active interest in geographical and environmental studies among young people.
You are the brightest kids in geography. The best of the world, the best we have. Next Sunday we will know who is the very best. But is that really important? Of course it is important, but I think, like Dorothea said, it's also very important that you meet each other, that you talk together about Mother Earth and what we shall do with Earth.
After some opening remarks, it is the students' turn to introduce themselves.
We are from Macau, and Macau has a combination of Chinese and Portuguese cultures. Yes.
Welcome to Formosa!
But most famously, we're very known for being blonde.
We're very happy to welcome you here in Germany and hope you will learn a lot about our country, including that Germany has more to offer than beer and fast cars.
Lithuania is the geographical center of the Europe.
What is the most important thing in the world? It's hunter, it's hunter, it's hunter. It's people, it's people, it's people.
Malaika, nakupenda Malaika. Malaika, nakupenda Malaika.
Welcome to Cologne, welcome to our department here, and welcome to hopefully very, very good days to you, in which you not only, but of course, compete with others, but mainly get a feeling of the really thriving issues of our subject of geography. And we learned that things are not just existing, but we, the humans, we influence this change of landscapes, of regions, of processes. We learned that we contribute to change of our next surroundings, our vicinities, neighborhoods, societies.
2 years ago, in 2010, at the last International Geography Olympiad, I myself had the chance to be a member of the German team. I came there for the same reason as you came here today, representing my home country in an international competition. But during my stay on the beautiful island, Taiwan, I learned that the most important aspect of this event is its spirit. Possibly, rather few people among you are going to study geography. But with your geographic skills, you will be able to improve our world in whatever job you will be making decisions and take responsibility.
Here we go. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera,
evening of this hot summer day, the students and team leaders get the chance to have a cool drink and talk to new people. On the next day, the competition has already started. In the written response test, the students had to analyze a variety of material and they had to answer questions carefully. Now, as the exam is over, results are being discussed.
I feel lighter. Relax. Relax after this exam.
What were the main topics that you had to deal with?
River, global warming, yeah, all those.
Global warming. And is that similar to what you prepared or what you did at school?
Yes. We train school also teach those topics.
So the way geography was done in this exam was similar to the way you do it at home? Or is that much different?
In some ways it's similar, some ways, but the questions, the type of questions is quite different. It's much more difficult. It's much more.
As a preparation for the second part of the competition, the fieldwork test, the students attend both a lecture about riverfront development in European cities as well as a workshop in which they learn basic mapping skills.
Transfer the reality, what I see, or what you will see tomorrow during your fieldwork, onto this map. What kind of symbols are needed?
The fieldwork test itself is held on different locations in the city center of Cologne, such as the Rheinauhafen, a newly built modern area adjacent to the River Rhine.
This is the area which you have to map. Then insert the relevant information about functions, what we learned yesterday. It's in the source booklet of additional information.
The participants need to find out by which economic sectors the buildings are used. Looking at the various signs and finding out which type of businesses they represent can be quite challenging in a foreign country. The patterns they find are then transferred onto a map. A decision-making exercise is also a part of the test. There, the students have to discuss possible development strategies for Cologne's riverfront.
Only a sheet like this, an answer sheet.
The third and last part of the competition is the multimedia test. Here, the participants are confronted with questions about photos or films representing geographic phenomena, climate graphs, statistics on socio-economic issues. They have to choose between the 4 answers that are provided for each question. Besides the competition, the intercultural exchange is the most important part of the Olympiad. This time, following a new concept, university students from Münster and Cologne lead 4 different workshops. In the musical performance workshop, the students introduce themselves with a piece of music from their home countries.
Hello, I'm from Bulgaria.
My name is Lotte and I'm from Belgium.
Hi, I'm Katarina and I'm from Croatia.
Hi, my name's Kate. I'm from Australia.
And they invent new lyrics for an iGeo version of Call Me Maybe.
So search me maybe, it's hard to stay awake because of jet lag, but here's my atlas, so search me maybe.
Cologne is the center of a living world map. The acting performance workshop deals with greeting gestures and guessing the emotions shown in a dialogue only by listening to the sound without understanding the language. The Power of Pictures workshop is about a classic philosophical topic, Plato's allegory of the cave. Can we be sure that what we see is the reality or merely our imagination? Preparing a presentation of national costumes and internationalized clothing is what the fourth workshop does. Late in the evenings, the students practice for a flash mob, which they will perform during the intercultural event. The Rautenstrauch-Joest Museum offers an impressive backdrop for the highlight of this International Geography Olympiad. Participants, team leaders, organizers and volunteers meet to experience the intercultural evening, a celebration of world cultures.
It's really wonderful to see the excitement and the joy, the happiness that seems to pervade the group. You can almost feel it as well as see it.
And now, finally, the evening can turn to its highlight, and that is the students' presentation of the workshops.
How can we know if what we see is the reality?
Shall we help him? How can we be sure that the person is in danger if we cannot distinguish the reality from the image we have in our heads?
So you see that we are all prisoners of our own worldview.
Argentina!
Nope, it's from Nigeria.
Actually, it's all of them, but in different places all over the world.
Search me, baby, it's hard
intercultural fashion show.
Most of the water comes from the AWO.
This year's poster presentation has the general topic Water as an essential resource, water as a versatile habitat. The teams brought posters relating to the situation in their home countries. During the presentation session on the university campus, the young geographers get deeper insights into the subject and have enriching discussions about important issues.
Over 70%. Over 70%? Yeah, only 30% from here. From reservoirs. So if there's pollution problem, then we don't have enough water to use.
And the flow, they come down. So you have, when you have a flood, then this, because when you have this, everything's underwater immediately.
The imported water is from a river here.
Because Caspian Sea is more sea than lake.
So, do you want to try some spring?
Yeah, Singapore faces the problem of water insecurity.
But the negative feature is that, for example,
On the fifth day of the Olympiad, there are 4 excursions to the Ruhrgebiet and the Rhineland. This excursion leads to Europe's largest open-cast coal mining region, which is located to the west of Cologne.
This one is 8 kilometers long and 4 kilometers wide. Wow. Okay?
The coal is mainly used for electricity production in local power plants. There are many ways to use their energy more efficiently, such as using the waste heat in a tomato plantation.
Growing a few tomatoes doesn't save the day, okay?
This is a ghost town, and this will be torn down in 5 years.
We visit villages that are facing demolition to give way to the approaching coal mine.
So it has an 800 years history, and you just dig it away. So how do you organize it in a way that those people are sticking together and not being spread all over?
We also see new villages that were constructed after the recultivation of land. Moving local communities is a very controversial issue, especially when it comes to moving churches and cemeteries. The mines are run by RWE, Germany's largest power producer. Their visitor center gives information on the mining process.
Alles, was jetzt in diese Richtung geht. Und eine Verkippungsseite, wo das Gelände wieder aufgebaut wird.
Finally, the students can get a picture of the open-cast mine itself. Huge machinery is used to remove all of the natural landscape and to exploit the lignite. The bucket wheel excavator, being the most important mining tool, has become a symbol of the industry. Soil and lignite are transported by large conveyor belts. On the other side, the soil is deposited and land recultivation can begin. As the bus drives into the mine, one can get an idea of its size. The last day of the International Geography Olympiad is the opening ceremony of the International Geographical Congress.
And it's wonderful too that young people from all over the world do not only meet in Germany. They got to know other young students. They got to know other cultures and views of the world. So they can experience life abroad and they can take home impressions of what the world is like and plans for their future career. I emphasized the importance of cultural exchange. Knowing and understanding is a requirement for saving our resources and our world. Knowing and understanding each other is a requirement for globalization, integration, sustainable development, and a peaceful world.
I want to say thank you very much to the German organizers, Dorothea, Victorin and her staff, who has organized this Olympiad in a superb way.
In Cologne's Philharmonic Hall, the 10 best young geographers are solemnly awarded their gold medals by North Rhine-Westphalia's Minister of School and Further Education.
The best young geographer in the world in 2012. That's Samuel Chua.
ask you how you did in the International Geography Olympiad, he said, I'm among the top 124. Right?
Later that day, the awards for achievement, the bronze and silver medals, are awarded during a separate closing ceremony.
The next silver medal goes to Marie Cologne.
The next day, some of the teams go on a field trip around Germany, others leave for their home countries. However, everyone who was a part of this event formed international friendships and had enriching experiences. Whenever former participants meet again, anywhere in the world, they will revive these fantastic memories. Long live the spirit of iGeo.